Hey, today I'm just gonna start the day by doing a life drawing session. So yeah, feel free to follow along. I'm using Figurosity, so you won't be able to see the actual drawings as they pop up as I'm drawing, but yeah, just daily warm up. So let's get started here. Just gotta minimize this window. And get my figures loaded up here. All right, ready to go. I wonder if I can minimize my Photoshop screen and I can do that for sure. And then drag in the other screen. But it's not in the proper space here. There we go, that's probably better. Make it a little bit smaller. Control D. Zoom out of my board a little bit here. All right, make sure I got the right drawn tool here. Good, it's gold. All right, let's continue. I haven't done life drawing in a little bit, so I need to definitely warm up. Ooh, that's sloppy. That's what it is. Oops, punch the wrong key. Another thing I'm probably going to do is just focus on pausing these frames, making them a little bit smaller, and then starting again. Because with this I can just shrink this guy down and toss him up high. the same layer. Continue, go with the brush, thanks. There's a little bit more of a tilt this way. Kind of fell off that a bit. I'll pause that. Oh, we got another recliner. Usually pile them up at the top. Go to the next one. There we go. What is going on here? Control B. Oh. Not so good. Pause this. We'll go back to the layers. I'm gonna shrink this down. Oops. Did I condense it a bit? I think I did.
Hey, warm up guy.
Hey, how's it going? That scared me.
Thanks for the invite. It's awesome.
Yeah, I was, just getting. I need to just start working on, you know, creating better warm up, right?
For sure. Yeah. Mm. I see a lot of people use their warm ups for content on Instagram and YouTube videos and that kind of thing because it's not confidential. There's no like strings attached to it, right?
Yeah, and it's not the most exciting stuff either, but
I've always liked it, especially when it's your favorite artist doing their warm ups. You're like, how do you warm up? Let me see. That's a
right.
good little anatomy pose you got there, man. I like that.
Thanks, man. They're 2-minute poses, but I'm not very. My quickness is not there yet, so soon enough we'll get there, right? So
Yeah. Hey, you got some nice focus music going on there. Some ambient.
that's exactly what it is. Focus music.
Yeah. That's basically what I listen to when I do stuff. That or some worship stuff.
Nice.
It's nice.
Well, I think I'm getting a little bit quicker because I'm getting on top of it a little sooner now.
Yeah, right on. And I've had sessions with Clip Studio at all hours of the day today. I was up at 1 a.m., had a little session to 3, went back to bed, woke up at I think 8, had another session, went back to bed, woke up now.
Nice.
And would you believe I'm still on the same page? It's like it's all just like figuring out Clip Studio.
That's
It's like
funny.
and drawings and redrawing stuff. So
Like last night, I was like, "Damn you, Clip Studio!
yeah.
Better you than I right now." So
Oh gosh.
I got enough
Yeah.
stuff to think about. I think with all this jazz.
Yeah, man.
Here, let me just move this over into this. I got all the things separated into different screens right now, but I figure I'd split my screen with. Here, I'll take a breather from this
Oh,
pose.
what you're doing is much more interesting than what I'm doing. Oh, look at all those drawings. Oh, those are sweet.
Yeah, this is here. I can give you a little zoom in.
I love it. Oh man, that's great.
So this is just kind of getting ready. My first warm up was a little rough because I was just trying to figure out my brush, like the size of the brush that I wanted to draw with,
Yeah.
and then yeah, just trying to feel it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
that one right there with the middle figure, with the legs. No,
This
no, no.
one,
Next one over. Yeah, that's a really good like leg. You got good dynamics in the legs there.
yeah, the way it's outing here and then launching back, and then there's the pelvic tilt, right?
Yeah.
Although my pelvis that I drew in was tilting in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to be aware of when I'm drawing is the forms and what way the forms are heading in space. Like trying to focus on like um, just basically the two.
Perspective, foreshortening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to ingrain it into my brain a little bit more. Although I think I have a pretty healthy understanding of it, so but I definitely studying and stuff is always good.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I'm gonna start doing this here. I'm gonna put this live stream onto my YouTube channel as well because we have the we have the room here. So let me just do this for one moment.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you're going to be available this morning or not, so I just started to go.
Oh, I'm so happy when I got the notification. It only came in at 8:30 though, or 11:30. Was that when you started?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to go make coffee and do other things first, but I don't know what it is with the reclining poses right now, but we're starting off as a recline today.
Right on.
It's funny the way it works that way, with Photoshop and stuff.
Friend. And I'll give my usual promo for your stuff here. Check out Kickstarter. Check out Chad's current. All right. That should do it. And I'll put in a few hashtags here too.
I'm choking on a nut here.
That's gross.
Choking on a nut. I was in the kitchen. I was like, sweet honey glazed whatever peanuts or whatever. I'm like,
cool.
Sweet.
Hey, throw me some of those images. I can try drawing them as well, and we can compare notes.
Oh, for sure.
Is it a website?
Yeah,
you're on Figurosity. I see it. Figurosity. See, life drawing, warm-ups.
You do have to. This is a subscription-based one for sure.
Those look really good.
How can I share it? Sorry, you notice my lines get really distracted when I'm trying to draw and talk at the same time.
Well, I can see what you're looking at through the stream, so that's pretty good, right?
Oh, all the size and dimensions are off on this one for sure. And her lag is supposed to be up higher here. Woo!
Sasquatch Vikings as a
That's
hashtag.
not great at all. How can I share? I don't even know how I would share Figurosity on live stream. Unless what we do is, that's not going to work.
Dude, I can see fine what you're doing there, and I can. Oh wait, it goes really small. You know what? I got my own reference. You do your reference, I'll do my reference. We don't stress about it. How's that?
What's going on here, man?
And I can use my overhead camera as well, which is awesome. Oh, I haven't drawn forever, man. I've just been in Clip Studio figuring out rulers.
Figuring out the rules, eh?
It's a lot to learn. Like, it's not like Photoshop. It's not intuitive either. Not to say Photoshop is intuitive, but it does have its moments. Actually, Clip Studio is intuitive. It's just that it's a different kind of intuitive than what I already do. I'll be back in just one sec. Let me just set up.
Sounds good. We got a person watching right now. No, that's not right. Ew, brush just did a blurp. Okay, I'm about done with all these recline poses. And the head is way too low because I got too many drawings up top, so I was trying to fit it, and that did not work. Because I got no hands or feet in that one. Just go to the next one. What is with these? There we go. Finally, a standing pose.
All right.
I'm like, finally, I got a standing pose. After,
What, do they give it to you randomly?
yeah, and I was like, okay, are you gonna get these poses off the ground? Like,
Cool. Yeah, that's nice. I'll draw from that. So is this only 2 minutes? Is that what this is?
yeah, they're 2-minute studies. And I am, yeah.
I won't be able to do this one.
I think I gotta shrink my brush a bit.
Let's see how that looks. Oh, it's really high contrast.
Is that a minute? Oh, it is a minute. And I just drew the Jim Lee legs, man.
That's a good thing.
Like the 80-foot legs.
Oh, exaggerated. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Copy that. Can't all be winners, man.
I'm like, I just drew 80-foot legs.
I'm probably gonna do some horrible drawings here too. So, not to say that your drawing is horrible. I haven't seen it yet, but
what I got to start doing is focusing on like just insertion points and stuff like that. Figure out where muscle eye is, and I could draw this one right beside this one. And once again, I did the traditional student drawing with the no feet pose.
right on. Gotta get those feet in there, man. It's not a study if you don't have the feet. What are you doing? Where's my drawing board? Right. Okay.
Come on. Slow response. Slow response Photoshop. Once again, slow response. Those are some long studies. And now we're going to go into the 87 standing poses. See if there's something a little. Yeah, those aren't very exciting standing poses. Better.
Oh, so frustrating.
Okay.
Maybe that'll help. That look pretty good.
Here, one sec. Oh, sick. Oh, I just had that globby thing happen.
Globby thing. Oh, right.
The glob that likes to drop a whole bunch of crap all over my drawing.
Fantastic.
Oh, I pulled that line wrong twice. All right. Oh yeah, yeah, that looks good.
Okay, a little bit. I can close the window because it's casting these shadows, but I have other light sources, like multiple light sources. Hopefully, it's good enough. Oh, new one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to still find my proper brush because I've been bouncing around with sizes, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't even know how big I'm drawing now. Oh, I'm drawing really small compared to how I was. But I don't know when I go into the, like, I draw almost like we're drawing on a whatchamacallit, like a figure drawing piece of paper, how you just keep on doing your drawings on the one paper.
That's how you do it, for sure.
When I'm
Yeah, those
drawing
pads cost a fortune, man. You don't want to keep buying new pads.
yeah, layer by layer, Photoshop layers. Here, I'm gonna do the start now on that. I didn't hit the button yet.
Oh, good. It's probably better that you didn't. Let's see.
Oh, this is the perspective issue. Ooh. This is one thing that working on like a really big screen would alleviate really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Well, proportion issues, when you shift down the screen, to draw like the bottom part of the drawing, and then you realize that you're in a different just in a different section, right?
No, it's all about perspective. And like what you're used to. Sorry, perspective, yeah. But it's all about what you're used to, right?
Yeah, my
Like
proportion.
if you're used to drawing big, then you're gonna draw better drawing big, right?
Yeah, my proportion changed really bad when I moved the screen down. Looked like two different artists drew the picture.
Nice.
Let's look for a place to stick you. We'll stick you up in the middle. All right, you ready? Or
Oh, I've already started.
That's all right.
I'm just drawing, man.
I'm drawing.
Can't you see I'm drawing here? That's not how New Yorkers really talk. I always elongate the upper leg. That's one of my tropes that I fall on. I make the upper legs really exaggerated. When really you should be exaggerating. If you're going to exaggerate anything, exaggerate the lower legs, tibia and fibula. I really like any kind of figure or pose that shows the perspective in the rib cage and the breasts and all that. So like you can really get that sense of depth, right? It's cool.
Oh, like the tilt?
Yeah, exactly. Because they're totally like they're not geometric at all, and so how they sit in perspective is a real challenging thing to capture in a drawing. Because they have lots of perspective, but it's like really takes practice to grasp that.
Well, Finch pushes that, but he over exaggerates that tilt, right?
Well, that's part of the thing, right? Yeah, for sure.
Like the comic tilt that most comic book artists do is almost like this, right? And then you have the pelvis, which is kind of down like this, right?
Yeah.
We're getting that double plane in here. And then the dynamic of dynamic poses. And then the head seems to sit up here.
Yeah. I really like your geometric gestures. Those are cool. I've always done things more organic, but then I have a lot of problems with proportion. And this is just the fine artist style of life drawing that I got so used to,
Yeah, mine break down to shape. But the only way I can break it down is to break it into form, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's great. Like the most I do is I'll put the shoulders and the pelvis. I'll outline those and the center line landmarks.
Woo, woo. It's very whatchamacallit,
Ambient.
ambient. Yeah, this is the ambient inclusion drawing session. Oh. Woo! Kind of like the bubble. Ooh. You know
Yeah,
where
these are really nice anatomy drawings. Sorry, you were gonna say?
you know where I tend to go with my drawings is with I always shorten the neck really bad. I'm like the neck shorter. Oh, shorten the neck again. There's some tootsies.
Yeah, I like the feet in that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, get the little tootsie roll action going on. Let's discover some landmarks. Do the shoulder strap. Oh, just as I was about to get into the shoulder strap.
Oh yeah. Gonna use a finer pencil for this one.
Sorry, I stopped to shrink my drawings. So you get about an extra 10 to 15 seconds, which is all right. You started
Don't
late.
mind that at all. I'll take it.
Yeah. Especially when you come in late, you want to have a little bit more to get into the groove, right?
Yeah.
Get into the groove.
Oh no, you were just singing a Madonna song, weren't you?
I think so. Oh man.
That's a great pose. Great perspective.
Holy smoke, she's got some power lags, man.
Yeah, this is a weightlifter girl.
Holy smokes. I drew this big. Too big.
I'm not going to. I'm going to change it around.
I can see my inner Kirby starting to come in. Draw in the hands first. Draw in the hands first.
Always a good thing. Oh, I totally wasted that one.
And you know what? Funny enough, in life drawing, sometimes sneaking in to draw the hands first, man, or where you're going, like using a quick roadmap, it really does help.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man.
Time for a sip of Joe.
Oh, it's a great idea.
I'd like to beef my brush up to like if it wants to change. Just focus on see how I can do this with like using a super huge brush.
Okay, this is not going to be easy with this nib pen. Let's see.
Ew. Not a very pretty tilt at all.
Can't make any corrections. Oh,
that's all right.
No corrections allowed.
Oh, I'm not pulling any corrections. I'm almost like life painting right now. I think if I get into the life,
wow.
What did you say?
That was fast.
It's funny when they tend to go faster and faster on you. You're like, what?
Yeah.
I just did my first life painting, and I was able to do half the body.
All right, I'll just go gesture.
You ready? Are you ready for more?
Am I ready?
Are you ready to pump it up? Okay, work. Damn you.
My daughter, we're going to go for coffee. She just texted me. She said, "Oh, I just woke up. I'll be ready in half an hour." I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll wait on that one. So yeah, we're going to go for coffee. It's going to be nice.
Sweet.
Nice to see her before she goes back to school.
Yeah, when she head back.
Oh, this is trash drawing. Trash. This is the throwaway right here.
Oh, those are the best ones. Usually that's what I think about some of my best pieces when I first start. The ones that turn into the best ones are the shittiest studies.
Why is that?
I don't know, because I push it.
Well, I do like the sketchy lines. So this is a lot of the corrective lines. This is what I see a lot of the Renaissance artists do, is they'll do a lot of their studies with nib pens, and they end up looking a lot like what I'm doing here. Not to say that I'm like a master, but I love the study, like the look of an ink study. It's actually really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the lake is actually back here.
I don't know. I just seem to be itching to want to get into like life painting.
Oh, dude, it's the best. It's honestly, it's the most fun thing of being an artist, really. There's nothing more fun than life drawing.
And my buddy and I, like, it had been years since I'd done like studies and stuff like that. And then we organized life drawing when we lived in North Vancouver, and it was so awesome.
Oh yeah, man. You organized it? Sweet.
Yeah. But the funny
That's
thing
something
is,
I've wanted to do. If I had a studio, that would be part of it. I'd have like a life drawing course or like rent it out, have classes so people could just come in, artists could just come in and do life drawing. Great way to connect with the local artists because everyone will be looking for that.
it was crazy because it ended up being like this one girl who was supposed to be like this kind of like you know how like Betty Boop and things like that, they became like some sort of iconic sex symbol for females and
Oh, was
stuff.
she a swing dancer too?
Well,
Did she do swing dancing?
she was one of those iconic um, figures out in Vancouver. And
Oh, okay. All
we were
right.
like, we are sitting there, and then the model comes in. We're like, "Hey, that's so and so." We're like, "What?"
Cool. Yeah, like dancers and people who are really in shape, they know how to pose too, which is awesome, right? You get the people who aren't in shape. Sometimes you'll get like that. Sometimes they know how to pose, but from what I've found, dancers are the absolute best. They know dynamics. They understand how the body looks in different positions, and they're excellent, excellent life drawing subjects. There was this one lady. She was much older, like 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. All her hair was gray, but she was a ballet dancer in her youth, or maybe jazz dancer, but just a phenomenal life drawing poser. And she could also draw too. So sometimes she'd pose, sometimes she'd come and just draw as well. Very accomplished artist.
Did you ever have like Raven?
What?
Like, would you ever draw a dude named Raven who had a big Raven tattoo on his back, like
No,
wings and stuff?
no.
Because I knew he used to go to OCA as well.
Oh, you're talking OCA. Oh, yeah. Man, it's been years since that. I was thinking that they had a life drawing up here in Barrie that they put on, and that's where I would see this particular thing. In OCAD, it's
Yeah,
like there were so many models, I lost track. You know?
I I've seen him, and then I'd see him because he was from Woodstock, right? And then I'd seen him one day when I was out. I was like, "Hey, you're one of our life models and stuff." He's like, "Yeah."
Oh, that's awkward. It's like, hey, I know what you look like naked.
Yeah,
That's just really awkward.
yeah.
I try not to focus on the whole like, sex. Like as soon as I'm drawing someone, I don't see the sexiness anymore. I see them as a challenge to draw,
Mm-mm.
where people all think it's some kind of like dreamlike thing where you're, dealing with arousal. It's like, no, not at all. Not at
No,
all. It's like the science part of my brain and analytical side is turned on like to the nth degree, right?
for sure.
And I don't mean turned on like I mean like activated. It's like that I'm only thinking in terms of analysis.
Yeah, that happened to me. Like even with in college or whatever, there was this girl that I was kind of crushing on and stuff, and then she ends up coming into the so like
No way.
no.
Wow.
Okay. So, and then she was like, and then after, like, she's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh man, this just got like a little bit more."
And then it ended up being your current wife. No, it wasn't.
No.
Sorry, had to buzzkill on you on that one.
Yeah, it was definitely a different situation, right? So this is where you can actually see that stagger in the lag, eh?
Oh, it's great.
Which all those comic book artists tend to over exaggerate, eh? That zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
My studies are going completely different here, man.
Oh, you're doing tonal studies.
it's really neat because it's helping me map out like where I'm going with the form, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's really hard to see because her arm is traveling in the same direction as her leg at the back.
Yeah, well, there's it's easy to get lost in that, so you don't want to delineate too much, especially if you're doing a tonal study. They're both the same tone, but you'd want to experiment with that because the arm is in more shadow than the leg. The leg is catching up a highlight from the light source, right? That calf. That's a great pose. Super good.
It's hard. It's hard.
There are no other poses.
They're hard. Mine kind of looks like it could be a vase, a flower.
I think this is the rib cage going down to
Bloop, bloop,
yeah,
bloop, bloop.
that was superb.
That was what? Did you say that was perfect?
Superb, perfect, superb, amazing.
I'm choking on
Let me
nuts.
just respond to my daughter's text here.
Those little bits of nuts. Bloop, 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 bloop. We're definitely doing a lot of these. You don't get this in life drawing or these high angle shots either, right?
No, you're getting all the perspective, me, right?
This is the one thing that I wish that they would have in life drawing studios, or actually like stages and stuff, so you can look at from different angles. Kind of like a coliseum of life drawing. Multi tiers to get different vantage and angles.
Ah, it's great. Bring on the perspective.
Bring on the perspective drawing.
Bring it on.
Creature of the night. Catching those tie-ins.
You know, some of my favorite drawings in comic books are small little panels where the artist just roughed in an action shot, like a Spider-Man pose or a Wolverine pose, and it's just basically a gesture. Real simple, but it's got all the action. Those are the ones that I would stare at and try to like just marvel at as a kid. It's like, wow, you caught everything in just a few lines. How did you do that? It was magic to me.
Yeah,
Like Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane was the master of drawing those tiny little Spider-Men that look so cool.
And you know the cool thing about that too is they're probably like sometimes a forced deadline or things like that can actually really help help with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like pinching time and forcing you to think differently, forcing you to use your time differently as well.
Yep.
So I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff as well. That didn't turn out as well as I thought it would, but that's all right. Doesn't really matter.
That's a great 80s song too. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I got good coffee. The coffee was awful until I put the cream in it. Once the cream went in it, it became great coffee. Hallelujah for coffee. Oh yeah, man. I woke up at 1:30 in the morning. I had about 3 hours of sleep and couldn't get back to sleep. So I'm like, okay, Clip Studio it is. Boom, turn it on. I did a couple of lines. I listened to some like inspiring scripture stuff as I was drawing. Like it was like this thing to help you sleep. Very comforting. Obviously, Google knows me well. And so I listened to that for like 2 hours or so. I did a deep dive on some Clip Studio stuff. Went back to bed. It
Nice.
was magnificent.
The Deep Clip Studio Dive. Oh, there is some crazy muscle weaves here.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
My studies are getting like looser and looser and looser.
I'm doing a lot of line petting right now. This is not good. I got to smooth it up.
He's petting the line. Oh no,
I love that term. You introduced me to that term, line petting. Now it's part of my world. I'm like, don't pet the line. It's not a pet.
Liam's a heavy petter.
You need to let it go. Right.
I need to shrink. I might have to actually go to another page.
Why not?
It's time to flip the page. Yep. Oh, we got hi from Belarus. Happy New Year. And it's not a
Belarus is not the location, it's the person.
It's not a Belarus bot.
I love it. Hello, Belarus. I wonder if the hashtags helped out with anything. Is it coming from your channel or mine?
Some YouTube. It just says YouTube. It didn't say who it was.
Cool.
I just
because
right. Everybody.
I love that we can stream to multiple channels at one time, man. This is great.
Oh, he was here like 40 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's from your channel then.
Yeah. Did you? Krill posted something today of kind of like a multi-character from Sasquatch Viking image today on Instagram. Did you see that?
I haven't been on Insta. So no, but that's great. He responded to me yesterday, which was cool. Apparently my messages weren't getting through, which I understand completely with sometimes before you know somebody and you're messaging them, it goes to this different screen instead of your normal inbox, and they can go months before you realize that someone's messaged you.
Yeah, that happens to me with all the accounts that I deal with right now, which makes it really, really challenging, because I have to be on my game to keep an eye on all the different accounts that are set up.
You do a pretty good job of it, though, from what I can see.
Yeah, I try to.
Like, hats off to you on that one.
Like the other day, I got a comment on the Kickstarter, right? So.
Yeah, that's exciting stuff, man.
Oh yeah, it's going well, I think. So can't ask for much more. Oh,
sure you can. Oh, you can always ask for more. Come on. But you got to be happy with what you get at the same time. You know?
No, I think it's going.
I've messed this drawing up. Really messed this one up big time.
I got 39 seconds left here to save face. This is an extremely peculiar pose.
That's the whole point of it. Like, that's the beauty of it, is it's all foreshortening. And yeah, great. Everything is like hidden, you know?
Everything.
Story is behind.
Yeah. This is the pose of the chick laying in bed while the superhero's coming up. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing with your leg? Taking off my stockings. Yeah, this isn't just life drawing, it's life narration.
You're kidding, eh? Clavicle. Boop, boop.
Clavicle.
Oh, God.
It does whatever a clavicle.
Can you possibly be more nerdy? It's great.
So we got Bob tonight on the live stream, eh?
8:30.
8:30, baby.
I'm ready. When you texted me this, you're like, "Hey, live stream." I'm like, I didn't miss a live stream. I thought I booked it in. What time was that thing with 8:30 tonight? Okay, was that did I like you got me kind of thinking like, "Oh, I didn't miss the live stream, did I? Like I should have been here before."
It was 8:30 a.m. and you're like, no.
Only if he was like in some part of the world, some other part of the world. But he's not. He's local, so. How are we for time? 9, 8, 7.
Oh, it's the Liam countdown.
9, 8, 1. Change.
Whoa! Spider-Man jumping off a building. Ah! That's a Miles Morales pose.
It is. Could also be a Tobey Maguire pose.
Tobey Maguire. Nah, Tobey Maguire is more like ass first.
The whole Bully Maguire thing is like all over. It's a YouTube phenomenon.
The what?
Bully Maguire. Have you heard about this? Like, in the number 3 or whatever, when he became evil because of the Venom suit, yeah. And he's acting evil, but he's really dorky.
Oh yeah.
And they call him Bully Maguire. Yeah, they use Bully Maguire in little skits like Bully Maguire versus Thor, Bully Maguire versus Darth Vader, and so they do all these mashups, right?
That's
pretty
funny.
Great.
Damn you, Bully Maguire.
Oh, I'm drawing a guy here instead of a girl. This is awful.
Just not gonna cut it. Just not
nope.
gonna cut it. Just not gonna cut it. You drew.
No, you're never gonna cut it.
On moves, eh?
Never gonna cut it.
You're drawing moobs on him, eh?
Yeah. Well, that face is a pretty masculine face. Come on now. And there's no hair either. Like I need to draw some hair. Oh man, I haven't done this in forever. This is great. I got to start doing this on the regular. We should do this all the time.
We could probably just get a following just based on life drawing.
Absolutely.
Because, there isn't a heck of a lot of life drawing. Because if you did
all the art guys do it though, and there are actually some dedicated channels to life drawing. Cafe something cafe.
It looked good until I just started putting in the line work.
Yeah, I totally bombed that last drawing. That was the worst.
I'm still screwing around with it. Just because it needs to look better.
I'm letting it go.
I think too, by blocking in the shapes like this, it's going to help me identify simpler forms for shadow. Like by doing the life painting, like the drawing's all right, yeah, but this is going to help me with more of the, you know how like Finch and stuff like that, when he draws, he just starts drawing in all these like shadows and everything else, right? And you're just like, whoa, random shapes, and you're just like, what?
For me, these kinds of minute studies, 2 minutes, whatever, it's really about proportion, dynamics, and energy.
Proportion, dynamics. Okay. So twist the pelvis more like this. Bring the hip up. Oh, my dog's squeaking again.
Little guy? Little dog?
Oh man, that thing squeaks all the time.
He's so cute.
It's what everybody says that doesn't live with him. Whoa.
Oh, oh, there's so many things going wrong in these
Can I go
drawings.
back for one sec?
Great.
Here, I'm gonna go for just 1 sec.
Yeah. Oh man, I would white out so many things in this drawing.
I want to white out everything. White out the world. What we should do is just go into a longer pose, man. You know how that always works.
Oh, usually you just do like a whole bunch of warm-ups and then you move from the warm-ups to the 20-minute pose. Yeah.
We can go into a 5-minute or after if you want.
Let's do it. Got to make sure it's a good one though.
Yeah,
we could be spending 5 minutes on some boring pose.
Yeah, that Spider-Man pose was probably one of the best ones yet. For like
the one I bombed on. Yeah.
But I think for pose purposes, it was probably the most dynamic.
It was. Yeah.
I subscribe to this this channel, or like I pay for a monthly subscription for this.
How much do you pay? How much is it?
Like $4.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So, and then a lot of my reference material will come from this for any of the reference for my anatomy and stuff.
If you want to do a regular life drawing live stream, let's do it once a week at a specific time and start getting people on that. I'll make a specific channel on my channel for that.
Sounds good.
Is this going to be the pose here?
No. We'll go through and pick it together.
Man, did I ever pet the line like crazy on these drawings?
Yay or nay? I want something more dynamic.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Too straightforward. Like it's all like back work, right? I kind of like to do like a straight on dynamic pose.
Let me offer you one of mine.
That one's kind of like the comic cover kind of.
That's a total comic book cover, yeah.
Except she has short and stumpy legs.
Well, that's just it. This figure here is probably about six heads high.
Yeah, we need her to be about.
But you know what? That's fine. What you do is you just make your own. You just use that as.
That one would be sweet if we could like spin it around. Here, let me go back.
Sure. You want to take that one we had before, yeah?
Well, we got all these poses here of this girl. Here, I'm just going to maximize the screen for a sec. And then going to go to the main menu. We can roll for sets. So, is there like dudes you see or females you see that you want to draw action orientated? I'd feel like drawing a female because I need to strengthen the female drawing action anatomy.
Cool.
Do you want something flying?
I'm easy, man.
All right. Let's go flying. And how about something like this?
That's pretty straightforward.
Muscle?
Muscle good.
Worm's eye, bird's eye, street view? And then we can tilt it.
Oh, that's great. Nicely done, sir.
It'd be nice if we could get rid of the wings.
Yeah, well, I'll just ignore them.
So you're good with this pose then?
I am.
All right. And look at that. It already snaps back to exactly where it wants to be. Here, let me enlarge it a bit. What's this stuff? Oops. No. That's fine. Ah! Go back. Ah, sorry, I screwed up.
Went all the way back. You can go forward again.
Can I? Nice. Good call. And now she has clothes on. Damn you, clothes!
You can do it. You could have modified that. You had all the options.
So were you already drawn?
No. Oh, wait, hold on. Can you go down, all the way down? The last one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's my kind of pose.
Do you want to do out like that, or do you want to do muscle?
Muscle.
Yeah. And position wise?
I'm easy. I think it's all going to be all good. The more
I think this tilts the best because you see your toe a bit.
Yeah, I don't like the front on. Like very, very rarely do you see anyone from the like total front. They're always that's a classic pose. That's classic.
All right, let's rock it.
How long?
Rock and roll. I don't know. We could do about 5 minutes or so, or maybe longer.
Cool. All right, I'll do 2 per page then, until my daughter is ready to go.
I'll zoom way out. Zoom way out and draw it. Stop!
Sometimes you get a winner with these. Like I find that these poses are generally more stiff than I'd like, but sometimes you get a winner. You know, sometimes you get a legitimately good one. That's my only critique. That's my only critique of Figurosity. Is because they are like generated, CGI generated.
Yeah.
They lack that certain something that comes from light. Like they're already removed, right?
The je ne sais quoi.
I do not know. Vive la France.
That's a great stick figure. Yeah. That's a great stick figure. Yeah.
Look at that. Dude, I love it. You have those design shops. Like this is where our different like you have the illustration approach that I've been trying to work on over the years, you know, trying to readjust myself from drawing this like organic style that's fraught with proportion problems.
Are fraught with diversions.
So I've been reading a self-improvement book, a business book that I found recommended from this designer YouTuber that I follow. His name is Chris Do. He's from the future. He calls himself the future.
He's the future.
Recommended this book on. Oh, we're back. Okay. He recommended this book on power. It's the 40 Laws of Power or something like that. And like I've always had a hard time with books that talk about power or like acknowledging it, and it's because no one wants to admit that they're power hungry. So there's this, first of all, this like kind of hump you have to get over. It's like, look, life, it's a big part of life. Like there's power struggles whether you acknowledge it or not, and this is how you navigate it. And the opening premise is like, if you don't acknowledge this, then you're either going to play the game really well, or like you're gonna play the game really horribly, or you're gonna like hurt people, because this stuff is going on regardless, and it's human nature, right? So it was I thought about it, and it really kind of got into my dreams and stuff, because I just started listening to the audiobook yesterday as I was drawing.
Nice.
And it's very helpful, man. But it's like I'm listening to the laws of Game of Thrones, right? That's basically what it is.
And you're Joffrey.
I'd be more like Stark. I would die the first,
Chapter.
the first episode. Yeah. It's like the good guy dies right away.
That's funny.
It's like that song from Iron Maiden, "Only the Good Die Young." You like Iron Maiden? You like Iron Maiden. If you don't like Iron Maiden,
you're not my friend.
I was gonna say that, but that's too believable. If you don't like Iron Maiden, I'm going to tap into your Wi-Fi and I'm gonna hypnotize you while you sleep with subliminal messages.
That's right.
You're gonna have like the loneliness of the long distance runner playing while you sleep.
That's right.
You wake up and it's like, I want to hear that awesome song with the cool guitar music.
And then what comes on is Hanson.
Oh, that's horrible. Like the anti-Iron Maiden. I remember a buddy of mine in high school. He got me to do a mural in his bedroom of Eddie, which is the Iron Maiden like zombie guy. You know who I'm talking about? Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I drew him coming out of a tree. It was one of their album covers. And I really took my time, and he had this video game on his computer, and he was a techie, right? He had done this whole computer thing, and he had the first StarCraft. I don't know if you ever played StarCraft, but it's kind of a big deal. Oh man, I forgot about the mural. I really took my time. I just played StarCraft for hours. He would go out, and I'd just be hanging out there manufacturing spaceships. It's the greatest. He loved Iron Maiden. He was one of those guys that would play it all the time.
Nice.
The Polish people. I had a lot of Polish friends in high school. Did you hang out with any particular group, or was it like you were in Vancouver, or where did you? No, you moved to Vancouver later on, right?
Yeah. I was went to Roman Catholic school.
Oh, you did? Hey, so did I for 3 years. Actually, the best years of my high school life were at a Catholic school.
And my best friends growing up were Polish.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you learn any of the language?
A little bit. I was able, when I was younger, to understand what they were saying, like in yes and no terms.
Yeah. I got to know quite a bit of it, and I even studied, but mostly like as a tour, at like tourist style stuff. But when you're a kid, they all show you the swear words, right? So I was able to swear and do all these things, and because we were in a band, and the band was Polish, mostly Polish, and the fan base was largely Polish. I actually learned this introductory thing in Polish for our band. Went over really well. You get an English guy speaking Polish with a bit of an accent, or a really big accent, but it was still pretty endearing. Like, who learns to speak Polish, right?
Not I, said the Polish person.
I'm just gonna refine things here now.
Um,
How much time do we have?
I don't know.
Are we gonna keep it? We're just gonna keep it until it's done. How's that?
Sure, sounds good to me. I'm the only thing I don't like about the modeling of the muscles here is it's so dark that it's hard to make out where the shadows. Like, I like a harder shadow.
Can you adjust the contrast on the image? Like those sliders there are probably friendly.
Yeah, the last time I messed with those sliders, we had that last current.
Right, we don't want to do that. Well, use your imagination. Like, this is still pretty good reference, right?
Oh yeah, it's getting it done.
With planes on the face, I'm kind of making up as well, because I don't want to draw this elf face. I'm not interested in drawing an elf. I'm definitely a sci-fi superhero guy as opposed to fantasy.
I definitely draw. I have been drawing lots of like elf-like features on some of my characters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the guys I follow on YouTube, Matt Burnett, Blue Flay is his name on Instagram. He's a fantasy guy. He's
Brule.
Great. Mark Burnett, Brule, I don't know. Mark. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. We both follow the same guy. He just draws these women elf all the time, like female elves. It's his favorite subject matter. I'm like, more power to you, bro. Not my cup of tea, but
maybe this is his whatchamacallit, his channel. Maybe he designed Figurosity.
He might have. He was art director for Blizzard, I think, right?
Yeah.
I wonder, would he have worked on Skyrim? Probably, eh?
Yeah, Skyrim's
one. Or no, Skyrim was Bethesda. That was Bethesda.
That's one of my favorite games.
Oh my gosh, me too, man. I love Skyrim.
Yeah, last time I turned that on, I played Skyrim for an entire week straight.
Yeah, and that's what happens, because you just get into it, and then all of a sudden you're, level 45, and you haven't even started the game yet. It's awesome.
I think, and this music's from Skyrim.
Is it?
No, I'm kidding.
It's not, because I didn't recognize it at all. Okay.
I
know all the Skyrim songs, man.
You're going up through the mountains, and the snow's starting to fall.
Oh, it's the best. I love the changes of the different biomes. Yeah. They just re-released Skyrim. They did a bunch of updates, mods, and stuff, and has like an anniversary edition. I'm a big fan of all the mods.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm having a really hard time making these mammary glands look okay.
Those breasts aren't hanging around. They're sagging towards the ground.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
kind of doing the outline cleanup. I definitely not like Mark Brule or however he pronounces the last name. And then where he's just drawn, and he's drawn like perfect character from top to bottom and full perspective.
Yeah, but he draws it over and over again, like for years. You know what I mean? So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, of course. But yeah, he's good. I wouldn't put any of his work on my wall, but I really like him.
I think as like a teacher and stuff, he's
Oh, he's fantastic. Oh, he's a great teacher. Man. Yeah, he's really entertaining. Um, he's got like the perfect amount of effects and kind of joking around, good sense of humor. Yeah, he's a great YouTuber, good teacher.
yeah, and his little intros.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You ever follow Modern Day James?
Yeah, yeah, he's one of my dudes.
Yeah.
One of my jams.
Yeah, I learned about him once I got onto Proco. I started discovering all of these YouTubers. Proco was kind of my entry level drug.
I will be on Proco at some point in time. Look at these Canadian kids.
Yeah, I respect Proco. He's done great. We're not kids. We're way older than Proco.
That's right.
He's a young guy.
Oh, most of these YouTubers are fairly young kids, right?
Yep.
We tend to be in that demographic where, we kind of miss the train. We're still waiting at the station.
Hey, come on now. I rebuke that pronouncement. We're going to be fine.
I rebuke it.
We're going to be just fine.
Oh, I know that.
I think it's exciting, man. Where we're at, we know, like this is where you figure out the genesis of your brand, right? You're like, okay, am I going to teach? Am I going to do comics only? Are we doing you never know, man. Like this life drawing thing could be the thing, or it could be whatever it is we're going to experiment with tomorrow. It could be comic reviews, could be, like one time you wink at the camera a certain way and that becomes the thing that hooks people. I don't know. Things are weird, man. You just go and do your thing, you put it out there, and you don't know where it's going to land.
Yeah, I'm known for my camera winks.
It's funny. That's what people knew Dwayne Johnson for, was his eyebrow raise, right?
His tiddly winks. Tiddly winks. Oh, Dwayne, you're so tiddly winky. Oh, Dwayne.
He came on as a bad guy. That's what's so cool about it. And then he became the champion, and then like the friendly guy, and everyone loved him. It's like, how did you manage that? That took some doing.
Oh, yes. Go, Dwayne. You got it going on.
He would play guitar, like acoustic guitar, and sing a song at WWF, WWE, whatever. I was like, what? He's playing guitar. What? Okay, this guy's something different.
No! Why is it that... No, just escape. Thanks. Stop. Stop! I'm trying to look at it closer, but you won't let me zoom in. I just want to look at it closer. It's very epic music.
It's so soothing.
I'm almost asleep here, and I'm like,
Don't fall asleep. Stay awake. Draw.
nope. I like when my thing starts to load on me, and it's like, what are you doing?
I'm going to do such a happy dance when you get a new computer.
Sure, everybody will. I haven't even checked the comments lately or anything like that. No,
So we go first. It's okay.
Just the one dude.
Which is great, by the way.
Yeah.
I love having people watch. Oh, I just smudged it. Good times. Good times. Studies you can mess up all you like. It's fine.
I definitely went in a little bit closer with my study.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
Unlike the Boba Fett thing where, it just looked like it was, well, I'm working at a higher resolution for this anyways, so you got to get in closer. I haven't even looked up yet to see what you're up to.
Cool. Not my best drawing ever, but it's a fun one. You picked the right thing for me because I've been spending so much time just working in clip and none of it doing any drawing. And I'm looking at all these, Instagram posts of people drawing superheroes and just foaming at the mouth. It's like, I gotta get back on that. You can't just leave it, otherwise you lose it.
Well, that's the thing too, is I've just been doing way too much. The head is definitely a little warped. Yeah, just doing too much other things aside from just drawing.
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm a big fan of the way that looks there. Oh, my face is definitely not very face-like. It is too dark. What time are you supposed to get your daughter at?
I'm still waiting. She said an hour and a half ago that she'd be ready in half an hour. So all is right with the world. Oh, still wet. Of course it is. Now you're focusing on those shadows, eh?
I'm just trying to bring it out a little bit. Now that I have some of this body work done in here. Kind of chase the outline a little bit too to find out like how dark I need to go on some of those muscle profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the whiteout I hear?
Yep. I messed up on some smudgy stuff. Went over it with an eraser before it was ready. I could probably white out this whole drum. Good call, though. You identified the Posca just by the sound.
No, I think it was Mike watching the video because he was talking about something about Arnie. Or maybe Arnie, or maybe sending me pictures of him working out again. Oh, here, let me check the message here briefly. Oh, he's talking about him doing his hand exercises or whatever.
Oh, cool.
I need some coffee. I need a sip of coffee here. Oh yeah, that eye's out of position. One thing that I should have done is drop this study onto like a gray background too.
When you're doing tone studies, that's the best. By far.
Ooh, nasty earring there. Nasty. Why you gotta be so nasty? Kind of made her with like man hands. Man hands. Man hands.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the road, bro.
All right.
Get going.
Man.
Thanks so much. I know I'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
8:30 with Bob Little.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. Be exciting.
I'm stoked.
How strong is my erase? Too strong. Too strong. One. There we go. Good.
All right. Ciao.
Yeah, take it easy. Mine's definitely got some different proportions going on. Longer neck. Where's her thumb? Her thumb's like right here. That's not the right erase. Try to go with a hand more out here. All right, I'll save as 3. All right, thanks for stopping by today. It was nice of Liam to stop in and grace us with his presence, and hopefully we can get together something where we can start to do life drawing on a weekly basis or organize that. So anyways, thanks again, and keep an eye out for up and coming live drawing streams. All right, thanks. Bye.